Hi, Ilya. Let's take a look at your new set of essays today. Okay, the first one is Albion, the letter. Let's say, Dear Sir, Madam, I'm writing in relation to being absent in the class during the exam on corporate marketing. All right, I'm glad that your first sentence is the reason for your writing. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. There's a little awkwardness in the expression, however. Being absent in the class during the exam. That's the part that's awkward. So a cleaner way of expressing this would be, I'm writing in relation to my absence from the exam on corporate marketing. Okay? My name is Ilya Small, and I am a sophomore student studying e-commerce and marketing. My student number is this. Okay, where is your case number? Remember, it also asks for your case number. Please accept my sincere apologies for missing the exam. The reason behind my absence is that I was sick that day and unable to attend the examination. I immediately informed my supervisor after feeling sick, and he suggested I should call a doctor and get a sick leave as evidence to be submitted to the admission office. Unfortunately, I lost my backpack with the sick leave while taking the subway, you need a the here, on my way home from the hospital on that day. I was so frustrated and depressed because of losing, there's only one O in losing, because of losing my personal belongings that I forgot to get a copy of my sick leave. Thanks to police officers working in the subway, I received my belongings with a sick leave last Friday. Please see enclosed a doctor's notice explaining my non-attendance. Once again, I regret any inconvenience caused by me, and I would like you to consider giving me a chance of taking the exam in the nearest future. Yours, S. faithfully, Ilya Small. All right, so I liked it. It's appropriate, nice elements. You extended, you gave lots of information. So all of that was good. All of that was correct. So let's talk a little bit about where you ran into a couple of problems. First of all, as I mentioned, you didn't give your case number. That's going to cost you because in essence, you didn't fulfill the purpose of the bullet, okay? So it's going to drop you down marks for your task achievement. There was a second problem though, so it wasn't just that. Look at bullet number 4. It says possible resolutions. So not one resolution, multiple resolutions. Unfortunately, you only gave one resolution. So when you're doing a task 1, you have to be really, really careful and pay attention to all those things like and, or, all those plurals, okay, because they're the things that give you keys to how they expect you to develop your answer. So here when it said possible resolutions, you needed to provide at least 2, okay? So, for example, let's say you see a bullet that says provide some suggestions. Some is not 2, okay? Some means certainly more than 2, okay? So really, really familiarize yourself with the language in these bullets to make sure that you don't lose marks in your task achievement. Okay, a couple of areas were awkward in terms of the language that you used, but like I said, you extended well, so that's a good thing. Let's take a look at your task 2. Okay, here it is. It's the one about local food. Let's see what you said. Experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated whether or not people should consume only food of local production. It is believed by some that there are significant benefits for the planet and economies. Economies is spelled wrong. Personally, I agree to some extent as this proposal is impossible to realize completely. Okay, I wanted a linker here. I wanted some sort of word, like a however. Or an and, even something. There, a comma isn't enough here, okay? All right, moving on. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that consumption of only local produce is beneficial for individuals. The central reason behind this is twofold. Firstly, transportation has a devastating effect on the environment because it requires burning of fossil fuels, which contribute greatly to the greenhouse effect and air pollution. Secondly, local economies will benefit significantly from the increase in demand for produce of farmers. For example, recent empirical research by IMF in Russia demonstrated that by shifting demand from the imported dairy products to locally produced ones, no, get rid of the by, that's what's ruining this sentence. So that shifting demand from imported dairy products to locally produced ones can increase revenues of farmers by more than 50% nationwide. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that by consuming local produce, people will contribute positively to the environment and local economies. Okay. By the way, dairy products are not considered produce. When we talk about produce, we mean fruits and vegetables. So just be aware of that. I like this paragraph. Well extended. You did a really nice job. Okay. Let's see about the next one. On the other hand, although there is a case for ecological and economic benefits of locally manufactured food, the reason why products are imported cannot be overstated. This is largely, careful with your typing, because some imported products cannot be substituted by local farmers. For example, an extensive study by Moscow State University showed that 50% of the urban population cannot exclude from their diet avocado as a matter of no substitutes. Consistent with this line of thinking is that some imported products or food grown in remote areas would be much cheaper to consumers even if they were produced locally. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that some food manufactured outside a city or country is needed for individuals. Let's see. Okay. Not for, but from. From the arguments and examples given, I firmly believe that although some foods cannot be substituted or are relatively cheaper to ship, by preferring local produce, people can significantly improve local economies and the environment. All right, so, good, but there's one little problem. So in the end, you are in favor of this. Is that right? That's what it sounds like from your conclusion. So, since that's the case, you needed to change the order of your paragraphs. We always put the side that we support more at the bottom. We put it closer to our conclusion. And then we put the side that we support less in the first position. That's the first body paragraph. So you had to change the order. That's what I would have done here, okay? On the whole, though, it's nicely written. You've done a really good job. You're certainly applying the acronym quite well. So I'm rather happy with this. Good job. Just change the order of the paragraphs and then take care of some of those awkward areas that I pointed out earlier. All right, go ahead, correct them, return them back corrected, add to your error correction list, and send us new essays. Okay, good luck with it, and we'll be waiting.